I'm Cassie Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. I'm sorry about the camera angle lately. My tripod is still in storage, and I tried to get a pretty good angle today, but I'm struggling with trying to keep the phone from falling off the business card holder that I'm using to film on. Anyway, so I wanted to update you guys. I don't have my coffee because the cats kind of like scratched their scabs into my coffee this morning, so wasn't gonna drink that. So that went down the drain. But anyway, I wanted to update you guys, kind of a coffee talk, but not without the coffee today because thanks guys for ruining my coffee. Okay? She's trying to knock my phone over. Because she doesn't like that I'm doing a video and she's not getting enough attention. Faye, off. Thank you. But anyway, a few of you guys know that I'm on a limited fixed income due to my disabilities, and a few of you guys also know that since I've moved to the current city I'm in, I've been having to go to the soup kitchen 3 times a week for food to keep up on food. Faye, come on, honey. Okay, see, you are in the video. Aren't you pretty? Yes, you're pretty. Yeah, now please stop trying to knock my phone over, okay, baby? I love you. You know, I love you. But anyway, so, I had a bit of an issue. Now, Lindsay knows part of the situation that's going on. I haven't been able to update her with the latest details. And Sam knows exactly what's going on. Because he's kind of the one that had to fix it. And, I mean, he's still working on fixing it because we're waiting for a part. But anyway, so I may not be going back to the soup kitchen, and if I do, it probably won't be for a little while, and that's because they didn't take care of it like I had expected them to, and it's really kind of concerning to me. So what happened is there's this woman that's at the soup kitchen, and I have a lot of issues with some of the people at the soup kitchen because, I mean, it's a soup kitchen. You know, you've got the homeless people, you've got the drug addicts, you've got the alcoholics, you've got the crazy people, and then you've got people like me who are just kind of broke and need some extra food. But, I mean, you know, you got to deal with what you got to deal with when you go to those places. So, you know, but I do my best to try to get along and be as polite as possible. My hair's driving me nuts today. I'm sorry. You know, I try. I've actually made a few friends there even, you know, like the normal people. But anyway, you know, I do my best to get along, and, you know, I converse and I'm polite and, you know, all that stuff. So there's really no reason to, like, look for a reason to start shit with me, because I really try to get along with everyone. Because I figure if you got to see people every day or 3 times a week or, you know, a lot in general, then you want to try to get along, you know? You don't want to fight with people you got to see a lot. So, you know, you do your best to get along. So, there's this one woman there who I don't know why, but she, for some reason, has it out for me. She tried to get me kicked out. Like, legally, they can't tell you that you can't bring a firearm in there because it's not a government building. And in order to go there, I have to bring my firearm in order to be safe getting there and getting home. Because a lot of the people that go there have tried to follow me home. So, or shown up at my door. I don't know how they figured out. They must have followed me home and I just not noticed. Are you okay, Sage? Sage just almost fell off my coffee table, and I caught her. But anyway, you know, they had to have followed me home to figure out where I live, because it's not like I'm advertising it in places like that. But anyway, so like people would just follow me home, or show up, or grab me, or say really inappropriate things to me, and so on and so on and so on. And then, you have other issues on top of it because of the other types of people that come there. But, those things I figured, no big deal, right? Fuzzy on the screen. But anyway, so she tried to get me kicked out, and even the woman who runs the place flat out told me, and I knew this was true because I know the gun laws, because Sam runs the gun channel. He knows all the gun laws. So, I knew that, they can request that you don't have guns inside. They can put up a sign saying they don't want guns inside, but they legally can't tell you you can't have it. And as long as you're not pulling it out and like, like swinging it around and brandishing it or whatever, as long as you keep it put away, there's no reason to give you shit about it. So, the woman tried to get me kicked out over having self-defense that I never pulled out unless somebody was following me home. So, I mean, there's really no reason to try to start shit there. But then, she did a lot of other rude shit that was like, whatever, grow up. And, like high school drama kind of bullshit. But, again, childish, I blew it off and thought nothing of it, So, once I stopped using my grocery cart, because Sam's daughter gave me her old scooter because she has a car now. Once I started using that to go to the soup kitchen, I've been having to use the table closest to the door because of no longer having the support of the cart to lean on. So now I just was using my cane. Hi, Simba. Using the support of my cane to get back and forth and around and everything once I'm off the scooter. So, and, this woman, she knew that. She knew that I was taking the first table out of necessity, not because I was trying to be a rude bitch, but because I'm crippled and needed that table to get back and forth easier. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, I just needed that specific table. I mean, if she wanted to sit at the table with me, I would have welcomed her if she would just be polite. But she wasn't even willing to sit at the same table with me. Like, I don't know what her problem is. And I notice she is kind of a gossip, and I don't really like gossips. And she does kind of like try to look for reasons to start shit with people. I don't like people like that either. But like I said, you do your best to get along with people. If you can't get along with people, you avoid them. So when I'm stuck having to speak to her, I'm polite. And when I can avoid being around her in general, I do. Because I don't want the drama. But anyway, so the one day she decided she was going to, wait at the door for them to open so that she could take my table before I could get to it. Simba, stop moving my camera. Thank you, bud. So, which I thought was childish and rude, but I mean, again, it's just childish high school drama bullshit that it's rude, yes, but I can get over it. Like, I don't know why she's was going out of her way to start shit with me like that. But I mean, still, that itself is still just another whatever grow up kind of thing. So that's not why I'm not gonna go anymore. The reason is a very big reason, a big one. So, like I said, stealing my table, grow up. But anyway, so I thought nothing of it. I was like, whatever, grow up. I need the table, but if you really want it that badly, if you really want to screw with me that badly that you want to take my table and be kind of a rude bitch about it, whatever. I can sit at the next table. Yeah, it's a little bit harder on me getting to it and to the door, but you know what? It's a table. There's no reason to fight over a freaking table. It's just a table. So, but the following day, that I went, because like I said, I go 3 times a week. So this would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the following day that I went was the Friday, and I was not out of vindictiveness, just so I could get my table, so I could get to and from the door easier. Again, it was more out of necessity than an attempt to get back at anybody or be rude. I mean, I don't have the patience for drama. I just don't. So, I didn't sit at the door and wait for them to open because I was trying to get back at her. I just wanted my table. For physical issues. So I took I was sitting at the door, and she drove up, and her friend got in her car with her, and they said some things. I think oh no, wait. Yeah, her friend got in her car, and so she's all like, and at first I thought she was talking about somebody's flat tire, because you I don't I'm not vindictive like that. Those thoughts don't enter my head until someone does something to make me go, "Oh, that's what they were talking about." I'm not malicious like that. So, yeah. So, they're sitting there talking about how they have a wrench in the back of the car, and how they're gonna take the nut off of my tire and the tension off of my chain. And her friend was like, that can kill her, right? And she's like, I don't care. I don't care. I hope it kills her. I wish I could be the car that runs her over. And like I said, sounded kind of off to me, but I thought they were talking about fixing someone's flat. I had no idea they were talking about trying to murder me, which is exactly what they actually did. They tried to murder me. Again, that's why I'm not going back for a while if I do. So, yeah, that's what happened. While I was in the soup kitchen, they left early, and normally they don't leave early. Normally they stay and they wait and get food boxes to take home like I do. Because I take these food boxes home, and this is how me and the cats get through the week. Like, the gross, super, super, super gross stuff goes to the cats, and that keeps them going for the week. And then the stuff that's actually really good, that gets me through the week. So, nothing gets wasted. It comes home, and it either goes to the cats or it goes to me. But anyway, and while I wait, I usually like work on typing the books I'm trying to write at the moment. But, I keep busy. I have my fidgets, I have my books, I have headphones that I can put on. I do my best to, and if somebody's sitting by me and talking to me, I'm talking to them, polite conversation. Like I said, I try to get along with everybody. So I don't get it why anybody's got to be rude. So she left early, and like I said, I had no idea what she was doing until until I found out what she did. And then the whole conversation of her and her friend in her car popped back into my head, and I'm like, "Oh my god. That's what they were talking about. They were talking about killing me on purpose." So, over a table. If you're so psycho that you're gonna try to kill somebody over something as small as a table, what is wrong with this psycho woman? So, Yeah, so thankfully, my route home goes over a bridge that the sidewalk that the scooter is on is like that far away from speeding cars. Like there is no median between the sidewalk and the cars, and they are going fast. This is a very very busy road. It's kind of like for those who live in Sanford and Midland, it's kind of like going down M20, only there's no median between the sidewalk. There's no grass between the sidewalk and the cars. So like if it had happened on the bridge, I'd be dead. They would have gotten their wish. I'd be dead. Nice birthday present. Happy birthday. We're going to try to kill you and make sure you don't make it to your next birthday. Thanks. My birthday is next week, by the way. So that's why I said that. Because yeah, they tried to kill me like 2 weeks before my birthday. Faye, I would like my camera to not be moved while I'm filming. Thank you very much, sweet pea. I love you. Anyway, so yeah, so I did I did get home and I didn't in one piece, and I didn't notice this until Sunday. So I was driving I was driving into my driveway. Thankfully it didn't happen when I was at high speeds. But so I was driving into my driveway cuz I get sandwich coupons from the soup kitchen for that I give the sandwiches to the cats so that they have good stuff to eat. So anyway, and I don't eat them myself because they leave the cheese on there for like 3 or 4 days before they give it to you, and I can't eat that because I'm allergic to mold. So it goes to the cats, but at least they get a nummy treat. But anyway, while I was riding around town, I noticed that the chain kept coming off, and I put it back on and put it back on and put it back on. And I was like, well, I was gonna go to all the book boxes like I normally do. Well, I'm on that side of town on Sundays. But with it acting up like that, I was like, no, I'm going to have Sam look at it, or I'm going to take a better look at it when I get home. And if I feel like I need Sam to look at it, I'll talk to him about it. So I get home, and as I'm pulling into the driveway, thankfully at low speeds because I was slowing down to pull in so I could kick my foot out and catch. Because if I don't do that, I have very bad balance and I will fall down. Faye's leaning towards my phone. There. So you're not in trouble, honey. I just don't want my phone knocked over. But anyway, so I'm pulling in. The chain fell off. The tire fell off. I managed to get the tire back on. Um, and and when I went to put the chain back on, I realized what the problem was. She took the nut off the tire, so the tire kept falling off and kind of just like hanging off to the side. And I managed to get it back on, but the bolt was still missing. And then the chain fell off, and the problem with the chain is because she took a very large piece of the that holds the chain off the tension arm that holds the chain taut so that like it doesn't fall off. So like the point of the tension arm is so that like if you need to mess with the chain, you pull the tension arm down, and it's just like a bike. So you like a bike chain. So you push the tension arm down, and you can then mess with bike chain, put it on, take it off, whatever you need to do. You let it go, it pops back into place, and it makes it taut so that it doesn't fall off. Well, the wheel thing that goes on the tension arm, she removed. And without that, the tension arm doesn't provide tension. So the chain kept falling off. Now, if either of these things or both of these things would have happened while I was on High Street, like I said, there is no median right there, and the cars are going fast and I'm going fast. If this happened there, I'd be dead. I would be dead right now. And that was their intent. As evidence of their bragging about it. And they bragged about it for a good long while. And then they bragged about it afterwards, too, to other people. So, yeah, they definitely did it. They did it on purpose. And they did it with the intent of my death. So I went thinking, hey, this is something the kitchen can take care of. I probably won't have to worry about being without their food for long. So, they'll probably hear my story and then take care of it. They'll probably ban her like they legally should, because that is their job. If somebody causes any sort of drama in the soup kitchen or outside of the soup kitchen, they are legally bound as their job to make sure that person leaves the premises and until they change their behaviors does not come back. Well, attempted murder over a table, she should never come back and her ass should be in jail. So I can't report her until I actually have her last name and her address. And that was part of my intent, was to get her last name and her address and to report her and then get a PPO. Well, and also to make sure that they banned her as well, so that not only I was safer from her, because if she's that willing to attack me over a table, try to get me killed over a table, what would she do to somebody else? And what's keeping her from trying to do something like that to me again, or trying to run me over with her own car? So, I mean, it's not just for my safety, it's for the safety of everyone there. Legally, they should have banned her. At the very least, they should have banned her for it. For the safety of everyone that goes there. If not, call the cops and have her arrested for it. They did none of these things. Instead, and I didn't find out, because they said they were going to take care of it. I didn't find out that they weren't going to do anything until I was about ready to leave with my to-go boxes. Like, they intentionally waited until that very moment that I was going to leave to tell me. And they whispered it to me as if they didn't want anybody else to know that was their solution, because apparently they knew it was the wrong solution and didn't want anybody else behind me to get mad. So, I mean, and I guess they didn't want me to make a scene, but I'm not the scene type, but over something like that, I probably should have made a scene, and my reply was a lot more polite than it should have been. They decided, instead of doing something about it, they decided to punish me for her trying to kill me. So, they told me that because she tried to murder me, that, to avoid her, I now need to rearrange my whole schedule for the day and come in later when she isn't there. Except the fact that she's there for the same amount of time that I am and leaves at the same time I do. Usually, unless she's sabotaging my transportation while I'm inside. And yeah. But anyway, so basically they're telling me that I'm getting punished. I have to come later. I have to avoid her because she tried to kill me. How the fuck does that work? I know we're not supposed to swear on YouTube, but the woman tried to kill me and I have lupus and fibromyalgia. I'm in pain 24/7, and on top of it, this lady had me in such bad panic attacks that on the way home from them telling me this, I threw up and started shaking and actually had to spend the whole rest of the day not able to function on my bed. It took the whole day for me to calm down. And every time I talk about it, I go into another panic attack. Like I'm in a panic attack now. because of this shit, cuz I'm scared. I'm scared. If I go back there before they do something about it, before I can get her last name, get it reported, get a PPO, get them to actually do something about it and have her banned. If I go back there before that, she could kill me. I kind of want to make it to my next birthday. I mean, I know I don't have much in my life, but I do have some nice things. I've got my kitties, I've got Sam, I've got Avea, I've got people I love, I've, like my family, and I've got my friends, Lindsay, and a few other people. I've got my church friends, I've got my Reverend Drew, who's really awesome. I love you, Reverend Drew, you're awesome. He's a good guy. He's been helping me out a lot lately and I really appreciate it. But anyway, maybe he can talk to them about it and have them make a better decision on how to deal with that, because I mean, he's a reverend. If they don't listen to a reverend, I mean, I thought about sicking my mom on them and my stepdad on them. I mean, the woman's tiny, but she scares the shit out of me. She's scary. She's scary. She scares Pat. He's 6 foot and huge and scary looking himself when he gets mad. But she's tiny as hell, like me. She's like only a little bit taller than me. And she scares the living shit out of both of us. So when she's mad, run. I'm not kidding. So I was like thinking maybe I should have my mom take care of it, because people tend to do what they're supposed to when my mom gets involved. I mean, that's not why I told her the situation last night. I told her the situation last night because in case something did happen to me because of it, I wanted her to know what was going on. And I didn't want her to be like, well, what happened? And be all scared and concerned and in the dark about it, And Sam knows because he had to fix the tire, put a new bolt on the tire, and he's waiting for a new part for the tension arm and for that to come so he can fix that. Like I said, I don't know how to do, he does for me. So but anyway, there ain't a whole lot I don't know how to do, but I don't know everything. I am not like, well, Miss Know It All. I don't know everything. Nobody does. Some people think they do, but they don't. Nobody knows everything. But anyway, thankfully I can laugh about it. As freaked out and stressed out about it as I am, at least I can. Could you guys not just please stop taking over my table? You are pushing my camera off my table. Anyway, I'm sorry about the cats today. Instead of being all over my lap like they normally are, and I actually prefer that, they're all over my table and pushing shit off of my table. It's frustrating, but they are worth it. I love them. But anyway, so that's why I'm probably not going to be going to the soup kitchen for a while, because that their decision on how to deal with it is the absolute wrong decision on how to deal with it. And I'm sure you guys would agree. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Honestly, I like to hear when you guys say stuff. I don't get comments very often, and I like comments. I do. So, feel free to let me know what you think about the situation in the comments. If you guys think that the bitch should have been banned from the soup kitchen, if you guys think that their decision to make me have to rearrange my whole schedule to avoid her when she's going to be there anyway, is the right decision or the wrong decision. If you guys think that they should have called the cops or given me her information so I could call the cops myself and get a PPO on her. whatever you guys think, should I talk to Reverend Drew about it and see if he can maybe do something about it and talk to them for me, to maybe convince them to make a better decision about it, to do something about it. Talk to my mom and try to maybe convince her and my stepdad to talk to them. Whatever you guys think, I want to hear about it in the comments. What you guys think is the best path forward, if I don't get it resolved, if I should still keep going because I need the food and just risk possible death and frequent panic attacks, or if I should just stop going and try to make do with what I have around the house, and just try to survive with food for me and the cats that way. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I bet you guys have a lot of good advice, and I know I seem like I have quite a level head on me most of the time, but I do have ADHD and PTSD, and sometimes my 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 um my self advice isn't always the best. I do the best I can, but sometimes I could use a little bit of advice from outside sources and a little bit of guidance and, just support even. But I mean, you know, and I say this fully knowing how many issues I have, and how I need to deal with them and all that stuff. And I do have my flaws and my bad days and my good days and my more in my more intellectual days, or my more uh better days for giving myself advice. I mean, whatever. But anyway, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should do and what you guys think of the situation and all that shit. I like to hear from you guys. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And thank you for watching. And have a good day. See, I am out of it. I mean, normally I'm not this nervous in my videos. Not for a long while anyway. But yeah, the concern about this is really, really messing me up. I haven't had panic attacks like this in a long while. So I've been pretty mentally stable since I've come here. But, aside from, people trying to shoot at and put bear traps on my cats, and Ash is doing better. He's doing a lot better. So he's moving around really good. And granted, he's moving around limping, but he's limping really good. If he feels confident enough to jump up on the fridge, I think he's good. I would not feel comfortable with him jumping up on the fridge, but he feels comfortable jumping up there, so if he feels safe doing it and not afraid that he's going to fall and hurt himself, then I think he knows his body better than I do. It's not my body. So, I mean, I think he's doing okay. He does seem to be in a little bit more pain the last few days, the last few weeks because of the weather, but yeah. His arm is doing much better though. So, I don't know if I did a video telling you guys about what happened to him or not, but yeah, someone shot Ash in the arm. And now he's permanently crippled. But anyway, but like I said, he's doing okay now. He's fully healed. His wound is fully healed. The bone is never going to heal because it's shattered. So like he's never going to be able to put weight on that arm again. But he's limping around pretty good. You'd think maybe he must have learned how to limp like that from me. Because he looks like a pro. He looks like he limps better than I do. But anyway, thank you for watching and have a beautiful and blessed day. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye. Oops. Oh.